Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your lovely comments on the last video. Today's video, it was inspired by one of the comments which mentioned something about sharing the herbs that was useful during pregnancy or that I used during pregnancy. I didn't use many herbs during pregnancy unless I needed to, but I will make a video on that or on the herbs that I use during pregnancy and what are the type of different herbs you might want to use during pregnancy. But today's video are the herbs that I'm currently using. I'm 14 months into breastfeeding and I still am breastfeeding. Obviously my baby is now eating solid foods and eating a few meals throughout the day. So I'm not breastfeeding as much, but I still am. So today I wanted to share with you a great herbal tea that helps to support breastfeeding mothers and helps to nourish you from within to help with your milk supply. Now this is a tea that I haven't taken all throughout my breastfeeding journey. In the beginning stages I was drinking it, but then I think I went a bit overkill because I feel like it caused a bit of oversupply. Basically I don't think I had any problems with low milk supply, so I didn't need to drink it as much as I was drinking it. I just drank it every now and then really, just to kind of help me be nourished, and it was really good. I am starting to drink it a bit more now, as I was pumping some milk the other day because I was leaving baby with daddy and throughout the daytime, and I needed to pump some milk for them, and I noticed that my milk supply wasn't as abundant as it was in the early stages when I would pump. So I thought maybe I'll get back on to drinking some of my breastfeeding or nursing tea a couple times a week just to kind of support that. So I'm gonna make some today and I thought I would take you along as I made it. So before we make it, the main class of herbs that we're going to be using are called galactagogues. Now galactagogues are herbs that help to increase and encourage milk supply and lactation for mothers who have just had babies and are nursing. So I'm starting here with a glass jar. This is the jar that I always put my nursing tea in there, and it's just finished, so I'm just reusing it again. Always label your jar so you know what tea is in what jar, because you think you're going to remember when you make it, but you won't. So definitely label the jar. So the first herb that I'm going to be using is fennel. It's very aromatic. Some of you might use the bulb of fennel, the fruit, for your cooking or your salads, but you also might use the seeds, which these are the seeds of fennel. Some people nibble on them after meals. It can help with digestion and to freshen your breath. And also the reason why I like fennel, because it does multiple things. It's a galactagogue, so it will help with your milk supply. However, it is also a carminative, so it helps with reducing gas and bloating and wind. And sometimes when babies are just born, they can have problems with bloating and indigestion and wind and trapped wind, and you having this as a tea can indirectly help your baby with their gassy tummies because they can get it through your breast milk. So it does more than one job, and that's why I left fennel. So I'm going to put that in the jar. So the next one I'm going to tell you about is fenugreek. Now if you have ever looked into herbs for breastfeeding, this is one that you've probably come across. There's lots of research and years of usage of fenugreek to help support breastfeeding. It is a galactagogue. Fenugreek seeds are quite strong tasting. Some people like the taste, some people do not. So you don't have to put too much fenugreek in your mix. I put kind of equal parts of most of the herbs in there, but you don't have to put too much in there. You can also just try a few, chew on some of the seeds and try a few and see how you like it. It can also help to stimulate your milk that way too, but I think it's much more enjoyable in the tea. You can also cook with fenugreek. The nourishing meals that you might be having while you're breastfeeding, like such as curries and stews, you can throw a few of these seeds in to support your milk supply in that way too. So the next herb I'm going to be adding is aniseed. Some people mix this up with star anise, but aniseed and star anise are two totally different herbs. Aniseed is similar to fennel in the fact that it is very aromatic and it is also a carminative, so it can help with gassy stomachs and indigestion and bloating and colic and things like that. If I can describe the taste, there was a sweet called blackjack back in the day, and the flavor of aniseed tastes like blackjack. So if you like blackjack, you'll like the taste of this. But again, you can nibble on a few of the seeds and see how you like it, and that can help you determine how much to put in your tea and how much flavor you want to come through. The next herb I have is raspberry leaf. Now, raspberry leaf, if you can see, it's not a seed, obviously not, as I said, it's a leaf. Raspberry leaf is a great herbal galactagogue. One of the reasons why I love red raspberry leaf is because it's so nutritive. So when you are breastfeeding, you need a lot more nutrients. Some people think you need a lot more food, and you do need some more food, but more than the amount of food you need to increase your nutrients. You need to eat things that are nutrient dense. So I like to have nutritive herbs, and red raspberry leaf is one of those nutritive herbs. So when I told you at the beginning, I stopped drinking my nursing tea too much because I thought it was kind of sending me into overdrive. Raspberry leaf was something that I continued to drink because it did just help me to get those extra nutrients that I needed. So I'm gonna add lots of that. This kind of makes up the bulk of the tea. I will put in the description bar. I know some people don't like to do things by eye. You want a specific amount, so I will put a recipe for this in the description bar for you to follow if you're someone that likes to do that. So the last herb I'm adding, I haven't got a lovely bowl for it, but it is nettle. So nettle leaf. Nettle leaf, similar to raspberry leaf, it is very nutritive. It has lots of minerals and is nutrient dense, so again helps to support the extra nutrients that you need during this special time, this time that your baby is requiring a lot of you, a lot from you, and just to support you as a breastfeeding mother. So again, this and raspberry leaf make up the base of the tea. As I said before, I still drank raspberry leaf. I would often mix it with nettle and have those two in combination, even when I wasn't having the whole kind of nursing tea. So once that is all done, you just have to, as I said, label your jar beforehand, cover it, give it a good shake, and then whenever you feel like having some tea, you can just take a heaped tablespoon of this and add a cup of hot water, cover it and let it steep for about 20 minutes or so. Sometimes I make it the night before and then drink it throughout the day the next day. If you want to make a big pot of it instead of just making individual cups throughout the day, just get like a teapot. Yeah, so something like this. You can add like 3 tablespoons to this, steep it and put hot water in there, let it steep for at least 20 minutes, more if you want, and then drink that throughout the day. When it's the summer months, you might not feel like drinking something hot. I mean, you might, I do, I still don't mind, but you can make this up overnight, let it cool down, and then you can also drink it as a cool drink or as a kind of like an iced tea throughout the day. I don't tend to promote iced drinks or cold drinks too much, like with ice, just because I feel like your digestion needs to stay warm, especially when you're nursing and you're a new mother. But you can have it as like a room temperature tea. It doesn't have to be hot, and then you can add things like lemon and stuff like that. So that's a nursing tea. I hope you found it helpful. Another thing that I wanted to say, what I take during, I've kind of continued to take on and off since I gave birth, was this supplement. So this is called breastfeeding support, and it's from a company called Wild Nutrition. So it helps to support your immunity, energy, teeth and bones, and it also, as you can see, it's got fenugreek powder, and that's one of them that is in our tea. So this is something that I've been taking. I don't always replace it as soon as it runs out, but it's something that I have been taking on and off, and I swear by this brand. I also took their prenatals while I was pregnant, again on and off, and I just really like the kind of clean ingredients and the effectiveness of them. So I hope that's helpful. So I hope you found that video helpful, and also the recipe. Let me know if you do try it and how you like it, and also how it helps you. Not only have I had benefit from this, but countless women that I've provided this tea for have seen the benefits and love it. So yeah, let me know how it helps you. All right, take care, bye.